Yo, what is up guys, and welcome to another Wild Rift video. And in today's video I'm gonna be teaching you guys everything you need to know about how to play Irelia. And I got the best Baron laner to play Irelia for you guys, so sit back and enjoy. Don't skip to the gameplay. I'm quickly gonna tell you one very important thing about Irelia that you may not know, which will completely change your way of building Irelia. If you don't care, of course, there's timestamps in the description to skip to the gameplay. So, as you can see, for the Irelia build that I'm recommending, it's a lot of on-hit items like Blade King, Divine Sunderer, Wits End, Brutal. And you may be thinking like, is it really that worth it to go for like these on-hit items? Meaning of on-hit is they apply, the effects apply when you basic attack the enemy. You know, when you apply an on-hit effect basic attack. So a bit of an interesting thing about Irelia is if you actually read what her first ability does. I need to take my head away. Like, dashes through an enemy dealing damage and healing herself. Blade Surge cooldown is refreshed if the target was marked or dies to Blade Surge. When aimed, Blade Surge will prioritize targets, it will reset, and blah blah blah. It doesn't say anything about on-hit effects or anything like that. But let me tell you guys right now, in fact, Irelia's first ability definitely applies on-hit effects. 100% it does. Which means it applies the damage of the Blade King, which means it applies the Sheen bonus from Divine Thunder, which means it applies the damage from the Wit's End, and it means it applies the bonus damage of Brutal. So Brutal is also going to be increasing your damage of your first ability. If you didn't know that right now, then now you know. It's really important to understand this fundamental thing about Irelia. So the way you want to build Irelia in the Baron lane, this is focused more on the Baron lane. Blade King first. I love Blade King first. It's so good. It deals a little bit less burst damage than going for like a Divine Thunderer first, but much more sustained damage. And it makes you squishier, but just it's like double the damage, so it's completely worth it. For the boots, it's completely situational. You don't necessarily need Mercury threats on Irelia. Reason being is because even if you get CC'd really hard, as long as you use your second ability before the CC, you should be fine. Because your second ability, you can hold it, and any sort of CC doesn't actually cancel your second ability. So even though you get stunned or anything, you're not going to take a lot of damage because you're holding your second ability. That's why, generally, I wouldn't say you need a Mercury set. Unless, of course, you are against a lot of CC and you want to continuously dash through the enemies. Now, one that is really good is Plated Steel Caps. If you're up against like a lot of AD, try to go for the Plated Steel Caps. Even if the enemy has like one magic damage champion, it's fine because you're getting Wits End anyways. Get the Plated Steel Caps. Really strong boots for Irelia. If you don't really know what to go for, you can get a Glutinous Greaves, just to get even more healing. She already has a lot of healing, and this one increases it even more. And the reason that this is good on Irelia is because Irelia does a lot of damage, so, you know, getting Vampirism is really nice. Second item, 90% of the times in the Baron lane, you're going to go for the Divine Thunderer, because you're going to be up against a tanky opponent 90% of the time, so Divine Thunderer is generally going to be your, you know, your go-to thing. The enemy is very squishy, of course you go for the Trinity Force instead of the Divine Thunderer. Third item, unless the enemy is full AD, you go for a Wit's End. Like, if they're full AD, skip the Wit's End and just go for armor items like the Death's Dance and stuff. But if they have at least one magic damage champion that is doing something, go for Wit's End. The item is way too good to not go on Irelia. Like, as I said, your first ability also applies Wit's End, and Irelia gets a lot of attack speed from her passive, so Wit's End is perfect. Third item is going to be a Death's Dance. Irelia finishes off enemies really easy. She does a lot of damage, so getting that healing from the Death's Dance is absolutely insane. Then as your last item is situational, Spirit Visage is actually playable on Irelia. Last item, if you're against a lot of magic damage, get the Spirit Visage. It's combined with the Death's Dance, combined with the healing from the Wit's End, combined with the healing from the Blade King, combined with the healing from your boots, and combined with the healing from Divine Thunderer, and combined with the healing from your first ability, you're going to be healing up a lot. Literally everything is healing you up. So Spirit Visage last item is definitely like a really disgusting item to go for the magic resist path. If you need armor, you go for Guardian Angel, and it's really as simple as that. For the enchantments, Stasis is good. Protobot can be nice to allow you to extend the range of your ultimate or your third ability. I mean, Teleport. You can go for Teleport. You can even go for Meteor. I don't really recommend it, but Meteor works because when you ult, you slow the enemy and you can Meteor them for free. But I don't really recommend it. Stasis is just generally going to be your go-to one. For the runes, you always go Conqueror. Here I go for Brutal because, as I said, you know, your first ability applies Brutal too. So it already has really strong late game, but Brutal makes you really like a big threat in the early game as well. Third rune is situational. You can go for Nullifying Orb or Bone Plating. Nullifying Orb is great against champions like a Garen or a Darius. You know, it can stop their ultimate. Bone plating is good against like burst champions, but because you're in the Baron lane, you're very likely not going to be up against like a Zed or a Yasuo or something, so that's why nullifying orb is generally going to be better. Fourth one, you go for Sweet Tooth to survive your lane, because Irelia is really not that strong in the early game, so Sweet Tooth can really help you out a lot. If you're, I mean, if you really think you can win your lane easily, you can go for Demolish too. I don't recommend it, but it's playable. And for the spells, you go for Ignite and Flash. So that is it about the build. Let's now get into the gameplay. You guys should be able to hear this. Yeah, you guys can hear this. Let me just make sure you can actually properly hear it. It's pretty loud for me, but it should be okay for you guys. Alright, so this is Lonely Kid playing around. And don't worry guys, I gave them the feedback. Lonely Kid told me he's gonna have some banger mid lane and dragon lane videos for you guys. Don't be afraid. Let me just make sure. Put the screen correctly. 1 second guys. Why is it like this? This should be better, right? There we go. Now it's perfect. Now it's on the entire screen. Alright. So, let's take a look at how the hell he plays Irelia. Wait, what? He's playing like this? What is this? What the hell is that? He's playing with his camera unlocked. Did you guys see that? Wow. He was playing for a short duration with his camera like unlocked or something. Ah, that should be a kill. Yeah. I mean, this is the thing with Irelia. Like, this is why you go for these early game runes and stuff. Because like this is what Irelia can do in the early game. If you catch the enemy just once, they're just absolutely screwed. And like, it's just disgusting, this champion. Early game, all you have to do, try to stun the enemy. If you stun the enemy, you go in and you destroy that enemy. Especially because you have an ignite as well. There's not a lot of champions that will outdamage you. I mean, Darius can outdamage you even if you stun him. Because he can hook you in and hit his first ability. But besides that, there's really not many champions that are going to outdamage you when you hit your stun on them like that. He can use his first ability on the minion and try to stun the Akali. Yet again, he can use his first ability on the minion to try to be a little more aggressive. He could have used this for... Yeah, exactly. Basic attack first ability Akali, you will outdamage the Akali. Like, you just will outdamage. Even if you waste your first ability like that, when you're able to get full stacks as an Irelia, it is actually... In a 1v1, it can be worth to just use your first ability to engage. Like, even if you don't stun. Now he needs to be a little bit careful. But now he's gonna get his stacks again. Boom. Now, like, Akali cannot do anything right now. Akali is just gonna lose. Akali is just gonna lose this lane right now, as you can see. All he has to do is just last hit minions with his first ability. Akali cannot go in. Here you can see Akali did actually go in, and it cost her so much HP. Akali is in trouble here. Like, he even has his flash. He could flash. Yeah, exactly. He could flash ult right here. I saw it coming. Unfortunately, he does die, but it was still a nice combo. And it is actually worth it because he makes Akali lose 3 minions as well. That is the way you need to think. Like, you could have said, like, this is probably not worth it, right? Because he gave a bigger shutdown to Akali. It's true, but he also made Akali lose 3 minions. So when you count it, it is worth it. Also, you know, you're giving the Akali gold, but you're getting gold as well. So you can carry more easily. So if you're a skilled player, it's gonna be more worth, right? Like gold in Lonely Kid's hands are gonna be worth more than gold in this Akali's hands. Because Lonely Kid is a better player, right? Like that is his thought process, in case you were wondering. Again, like Akali is just not gonna win this. Like you can see Lonely Kid is just seemingly wasting his first ability. But the reason that he's playing it like this is because in a 1v1 situation, there's not a lot of champions that can win against Irelia when Irelia has 4 stacks. That is why he's forcing the fight. Now he could freeze the wave. He could freeze the wave. Akali cannot step up at all. Because if she steps up, she's pretty much dead. He can just stun her, ult her, all of that kind of stuff. Not sure why he basic attacked that minion, because now the wave unfreezes. But if Akali steps up, she's just completely screwed. And look at how much farm Akali is losing. This is so annoying for Akali. And if she gets close... Okay, she just used her shroud. He actually tried to stun her in her shroud. What a madman. I would say that's a bit too much. Oh, actually Akali outplayed him here. That was a nice ult. She dodged his first ability. Wait. Oh my god. I mean, she would have died anyways because Fizz was here. Zed is coming though. He has his second ability, so Zed shouldn't be able to kill him because he can just block a lot of damage with his second ability. But they have an AFK. Like Irelia is really really nice into Zed because you can follow Zed easily, and you can block a lot of his ultimate damage with your second ability. So you know Irelia can do really really well into a champion like a Zed. He just mutes everyone. He just doesn't want to deal with it. And the wave is frozen really well again. Like yet again, he's gonna bait the Shroud here. He could stack up his first ability on the wave and then engage on the Akali. Like now, first ability. Exactly. You see? Exactly. It's like, it's simple, but it's not simple to do. If you understand what I'm talking about. Like, it's simple how you can win the game with Irelia, but the execution is not simple. It's an insanely hard champion. Like, Irelia is one of the hardest champions in the game. Like, if you don't know how to play her, I'm explaining to you guys right now how you can quite easily win your Baron lane. You know, hitting your stun. And when you get ahead in the game, even if you're not ahead, by the way, when you're sitting on 3 or 4 stacks, you can just use your first ability on the enemy to very easily outtrade them. Even if you have 2 stacks, because you can use your first ability, second ability, which will give you 4 stacks as well. So there's many, like just get to your 4 stacks and you're gonna win pretty much any 1v1. Exceptions are champions like a Darius, keep that in mind. Okay, what the hell was that? Now he's screwed. Flash? But he didn't flash? He missed everything here. This is why Irelia is hard, by the way. Now you can see yet again, he's engaging like this. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Oh, my God. Oh, baby. What? What did I just see? Let's play it again. What did I just see? He completely screwed up here. Fair enough. Okay. He completely screwed up. I did expect him to flash because it was dangerous. But what the hell? What the hell? So here this was really, really nice. Because as I said, he used this. But this. He kills Sion. He kills that Karma. And then he heals up by attacking minions. And then he was able to kill that champion because he used... If you looked throughout the fight... In the middle of the fight, he killed like 2 minions with his first ability, which healed him up just enough so he could kill that Yone too and survive. Wow. Damn. There you go. Like that is the advanced Irelia stuff that makes this champion hard. That is the advanced stuff. Akali cannot stay close because yet again, like the range of danger, I'm calling it range of danger. Like if you're the enemy of Irelia, her range of danger is much bigger than you would think. And what I mean with range of danger is if you're within a certain range of Irelia, she can very easily dive you. That is what I call the range of danger. Oh, no way. He doesn't even care. He just wants to get the kill. I think he wins this. Oh. He stuns the Akali. Oh, if he stunned her, he would have killed her. But Irelia can just dash 2 minions. Like as long as there are minions close to you, you can dash 2 minions, reset your first ability, get your stacks, and engage on the enemy. So you need to keep that in mind when you're playing Irelia and when you're playing against an Irelia. Like her range of danger is very, very big when she's next to minion waves. If she's not next to minion waves, you can get a little bit closer to her and stay safe. By the way, guys, make sure you give the video a like if you're enjoying it. It really, really helps the channel. The channel is struggling a little bit because Wild Rift is dead. I don't care though, because I love Wild Rift. But that's why if you want to, you know, give the video a like and a comment, it helps the channel a lot. By the way, this is a 4 versus 5 game if you didn't realize already. Lux is AFK. And my guess is he's not gonna steal it, but he's gonna kill both of them. That's my guess. Okay, he's not killing both. He's not killing any of them. But look at this. Look at this. Just look at that. Oh, no. And now he dashes to Karma again. Second ability. Okay, he actually died. Wow. The enemies actually played that perfectly. They actually played that perfectly. Like, the stasis was beautiful. They really, really played that one perfectly. Like, props to the enemies. This is gonna be a rough game if it stays a 4 versus 5. Because the enemies are actually not bad. Yeah, this is actually gonna be a rough game. I really hope the Lux comes back. It's so annoying that the Lux is AFK. As you can see, he has a good mentality. He doesn't surrender, he doesn't talk, he doesn't get tilted, he just focuses on himself. Really, really love that about players like this. I don't think... I mean, come on. He could have flashed on Karma and killed her. He could have. Oh, that's a good ult. He can use first ability. He is dead, but he got 2 kills. It's fine. Like, he's getting pretty fed. The thing about Irelia is when you get 5 items, you can actually, like, 1v2, 1v3 very easily. Ione is just dead. Like, that's the beauty of Irelia. So, him getting fed in return of him giving gold to the enemies is gonna be worth it. Because of Irelia being such a strong late game champion. It's crazy to me because this Akali is actually playing pretty well, but Lonely Kid demolished the Akali in lane. Like, he made this Akali look like a noob, but the Akali is not actually a noob. It's actually a good player, as you can see. Meanwhile, Lux is still AFK, by the way. Oh, he didn't reset his first ability. Probably still gonna kill the Scion. Yeah. He just has too much damage. He even stuns him just to shove it in his face. Just stuns him like that. He's making the stun look easy because that's the one thing I used to struggle with a lot. Trying to get good at hitting the stun. I am pretty good at hitting the stun now. Oh, so now he uses second ability. Oh, he used it earlier. Yeah, it was kind of doomed anyways. Even if he used second ability earlier and held it for longer, he would have probably died anyways in that 1 versus 3 or whatever it was. Play with me, Rammus. Yes. So like Rammus can go in, tank everything, and he can follow up. That's correct. Like that's honestly the only one he cares about. Caitlyn is useless for him. Fizz can be good, because Fizz can go in and waste some time. But Rammus is the main one. Like if Rammus ults in and taunts someone, especially his ult, because his ult slows all the enemies, Lonely Kid can go crazy on all of them, because they're gonna be slowed. He can very easily hit them with anything. What the hell is that, Rammus? Oh my god. Here he just bullies the Akali, as you can see. Forces her to use ult like that. She's dead. Yeah. There you go. Like there you can see instances where it's worth it to like not reset your first ability. If you can really bully an enemy like that, or if you can really just get a kill for free like that, then it is worth it. Because the cooldown is not that long anyways. It's like, you know, it's 5 seconds. So it's definitely long, but not that. If you can really use it very well, just use it. He leaves the dragon to help his team, makes sense. He could flash ult over the wall if he really wants to. Oh, he missed everything. Like that's the thing with Irelia. You see, that is exactly the thing. If you like, she's so high risk, high reward. If you hit your stuff, you're gonna destroy the enemy. But you can see if you miss, you're completely screwed. And I love that he's trying to make the plays. Because if that one hit, he would have gotten 2 kills at the very least. So that's the thing with Irelia. You know, if you want to get into this champion, you need to understand the playstyle of this champion. It's really high risk, high reward. You know, it's not like Garen, where it's low risk, medium reward, you could say. Because low risk, but you're gonna kill one enemy very easily. So all you have to do is click your ultimate. Irelia is high risk, high reward. You hit your stuff, you wipe the enemy. If you miss your stuff, you get wiped. There is really no in between with Irelia. It's either this and you miss and you don't get anything. Because if you miss your abilities, not only will you miss CC or anything like that, you're missing your stacks, which means you're missing your first ability recast, which means you're missing the healing, the stacks, the damage, everything. Like you're literally missing everything if you just miss your abilities. So that's the thing. You really need to try to hit your abilities so you can reset your first ability. That's the whole point of Irelia. And if you haven't already, I actually have a full Irelia guide where I explain all of her combos. Just look up HellsDevil Irelia guide. It's also one of the most viewed videos on my YouTube channel, so you can look at popular videos on my channel too. That video, I really explain in depth how to use the combos in Irelia. So I'm not gonna do that in this video, because why would I? I really don't think Akali can win 1v1 against Irelia. He actually uses his first ability to try to stun her, but unfortunately he misses. It's okay though. Lux is just straight up AFK, by the way. It's just a complete 4 versus 5 game right now. He shouldn't be afraid of this Akali. Like, not at all. Not sure why he's going for that stance. I would have preferred a Wit's End this game because they have a Karma and an Akali. Both of them are have a lot of AP. Wow, Yone actually. Never mind, Yone doing a lot of damage. Is he gonna turn? He could have turned if he had a little bit more HP. Because he could have gone in, stunned the Karma, killed the Karma, and at the very least got 1 kill out of that one. His Fizz is doing fine. They actually do have the type of comp to potentially win a 4 versus 5. Because Fizz is really strong. I mean, Caitlyn is... Let's just ignore Caitlyn. But Rammus is really, really nice. Because it's a very nice front line to go in. And then, of course, Irelia is also the type of 1v9 champion. So, they do have the comp to win this. Is he really skipping the Wit's End? Seems like he's going for Starix Gauge instead of Wit's End. Interesting. Like, I would go Wit's End pretty much every game on Irelia. Because it has an on-hit effect. And of course... Oh, he already has a Wit's End. He already has it. Oh, there we go. He already has it, guys. He already has it. That is why. He already has it. Oh. Can we just pretend I didn't not see that, guys? How about we all just pretend I didn't say anything? So if I ask you guys, what did I say? Guys, what is he talking about? Nothing wrong with this video. This is a challenger player who knows exactly how the game goes and clearly sees which items everyone have, right? That's what's happening right now. It's not me missing out the fact that he has a complete Wit's End. No, that didn't happen. Of course that wouldn't happen. You guys would not see that on my YouTube channel. Of course not. No, but now it makes more sense because Wit's End, you have to go for it on Irelia. Like I was criticizing it even though he's playing Irelia. Because you really have to go Wit's End. Unless the enemy is like full AD. Then it can be worth it to skip Wit's End. But even if they are full AD, you can still go for Wit's End if you want damage. As opposed to tankiness. Because it's just such good damage to have. It's really, really good. That's the 3rd dragon, by the way. They really need to play around this 3rd dragon. It's really, really nice if they take it. Why is Rammus top lane? Can someone please tell me why Rammus is top lane? Like, they really need to go for this dragon, and Rammus is just chilling in top lane. Are you kidding me? Seems like he's not even interested in the dragon right now. Okay, Yone actually used important abilities, and he still has everything. I feel like he's trying to force Zed to use stuff here. That is just that, yeah. So he didn't actually ult Zed because he knew if he used his first ability on Zed, Zed was gonna die unless Zed would do something. Close. But he hit his stun. Look at this, look at that. Can they just end the game actually? Can they straight up end the game? Did they just win the game? That is my question. Did they just win the game? Let's see. 26 seconds. Hey, this is game over, right? What is Rammus doing? This is Rammus. It's still game over, right? Yeah, it is. But what is Rammus doing? What is Rammus doing? Rammus is just taking the dragon while the game is over. What the hell is wrong with him? What are these players, man? Bruh. What's happening? Alright. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. It's the beginning of the season, by the way. That's why, as you can see, it's still lower rank. Let's take a look at how much damage he did and everything like that. 43,000 damage. Lux was just straight up AFK throughout this whole game. So I really hope you enjoyed this Irelia video. And yeah, I'll see you all in the next Wild Rift video. Bye bye.